just what we've done. Never about to give it up, and you'll never see me run. We won't go down till we win victory. We're fighting for a reason. We'll never stop until we're done. If you just can't keep up, I'll have to find someone who could. We'll stand up, hold our ground, victory. Never giving up, 'cause we'll just stand our ground. We'll never give up. They'll never push us down. Giving all that you need us, and we will fight until the end. Come join us now. We will be the ones that break all of the chains we bear. If you're gonna be the one right by my side, we can battle through the days and we can change the tides. As we look into the fire, now we can see just what we've done. Never about to give it up, 'cause you never see me run. We won't go down till we win victory. We're fighting for a reason. We'll never stop until we're done. If you just can't keep up, I'll have to find someone who could. We'll stand up, hold our ground, victory. Never giving up, 'cause we'll just stand around. We'll never give up. They'll never push me down. Fight until the end. Come join us now. We will be the ones that break all of the chains we bear. If you're gonna be the one right by my side,
Okay. Hello, chat. How are you all doing? Hey, Party. Hey, Good Name. Hey, Arcane. Welcome. So I'm a bit late. I say a bit late. So that I'm very late. Didn't really sleep too well, and I'm kind of feeling a bit meh about it. My sleep schedule's a bit all fucky as well. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. A bit groggy, tired, a bit annoyed at myself for getting up so late. I actually want to be in here relatively within the hour of starting. Hey, Remulu. How are you doing? Also, welcome to the Discord. I saw you joined. Welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay at the Cosmic Parlor. So the case about having good sleep is I just don't sleep at the correct time, essentially. A bit blah blah. Yeah, I mean it's Sunday. It's Monday tomorrow. It's Sunday. It's Monday tomorrow, and no one likes Mondays. I'm assuming you subscribe to the Einzulugun this show. I can't remember. I'm not sure. I need to check. I'm not sure when the next season's coming out. I know the next chapter has not been released yet, so they might be waiting for that. Who sleeps when they should? Nah, you're right. Very few people actually sleep when they should. Man, I can't believe I actually got to the scene in Signalis where this music plays, and I've been using it for Queen for so long. Right. Let's head on in. For movie.
My bad, I didn't even see you. Sorry.
You're fine. What do you mean, the Overlord movie? I mean, they already have like 3, don't they? Tensure, I don't really watch anime much, so. Overlord is really good.
You want to talk about this for a sec? Shouldn't take too long.
Sure.
Oh, don't give me that face.
I'm not a future tenor
Don't.
by any means.
Don't give me
I wouldn't call it
sad
that.
puppy eyes.
I can maybe make it, I guess.
No.
But,
How you doing, Magpie?
I like growing.
Doing well. Things are upwards trends. Slightly less horrible than usual.
That's good. So business is booming,
A surprise.
I assume.
Pretty much.
Boom.
The situations I thought that were bad are, as it turns out, slightly less bad than I thought.
That's good.
Banshee from unit. This is the right name, right?
Yes, Banshee.
Oh,
Listen,
fuck.
I am fine.
Something extra. Generally speaking, but it can
Still alive and kicking. So that is something.
have to be necessarily bad. See, life is all about ups and downs, is it not?
it's not really kicking, it's punching. I kick, but I fall over.
Changing every moment.
I'm not very well balanced.
No gyroscopes in your system?
Good moment.
I have gyroscopes, it's just that I have a really big fucking head.
Just seeing.
Seems to have made weight distribution a bit of a inconsistent thing.
I'm more built to do stuff with my hands, like picking things up. That means my feet need to both be firmly planted on the ground. I can maneuver around with my ankles.
So are you a
I was gonna
transport? What?
This chassis was designed to assist with my duties as a scrapper? I say scrapper, but everyone assumes the bad kind of scrapper. I go to the industrial district and pick up stuff from my
Oh,
scrapyards.
I see. Yeah, you said needed a chassis like that then.
My original chassis was much worse. It was built from branded parts that my administrator found. This one is much better.
Yes, actually. But
I
It
see.
is built by the same person who made Skipper Sibling Unit's chassis. That's the similarities.
I see. Well, I see it is serving you well. Need to ask, do you ever intend to replace the glass on your screen?
Eventually, it's just not been inconvenient up to now. So I figured I might as well not waste the money.
Don't fix what isn't broken.
Chassis repairs are expensive. Oh, gotta be frugal where you can.
very well.
As I
As I've been told,
repeat yourself.
it's intimidating. Gotta be frugal where you can. Chassis repairs are very expensive.
Yeah, I agree.
Plus,
Especially,
there's a certain fierceness to it. Makes people less likely to fuck with me. That and the big ass saw.
yeah. Normally scars are off-putting for some people. It's indicative to their way of life.
You win. I could show you something else. I could show you one of my abilities if you like. Or, if you prefer, I could also tell you something about myself. So, which do you prefer? A showcase of an ability? Or do you want to know something about me?
This is also the same reason I have never repaired my fins. They're both broken. But they're just aesthetic, so it doesn't really do anything.
Fuck, what was it going?
Well, I'm pretty sure if you were to headbutt someone, it would hurt a lot.
That too. Let me go and check up on him, because he looks very bloody.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Wait, that's why? Because I look evil? I work for a corporation that saves people.
You don't look evil. It's just you look like a bad girl. Like you fuck shit up.
Looks can be deceiving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still serving?
I'm training.
Yeah, my cat. Oh, my cat's name's actually. Give it away.
Robin, help, please. Don't leave me.
What are your cat's names? What are your cat's names?
What?
Are you still
I
serving?
don't know what's what.
Hannibal. And I haven't named them.
Oh,
You gotta grab the menus.
I just got them.
Oh,
I just want water.
Water,
Oh.
okay.
I was just asking if you were serving still.
It's in the corner.
yeah, we're still serving. Yeah.
From the tap, if you would.
And the water's over here.
On the top? Yeah, okay.
Yep, it's filtered.
Okay.
It's actual water and it's the good stuff.
Second intern.
What? You know, second intern. Not replaced. Bitch.
It's a
Sup, gang?
horde.
There you go.
4 credits
How
already on the
much is water
table.
usually?
4 credits. On the table already.
Thank you.
Good on
Thank you.
Robin.
I'm gonna give this to Robert. I don't know the code for them.
Charles?
Howdy, we're about to be in the middle of a very nonsensical conversation. I'm not sure if it's your tempo.
We're naming it Aki. Listen,
We're
it
not
makes sense.
naming it Aki. That is an awful name.
I've been
She got a gun from my home in reward for saving a sergeant's life. They're trying to decide what to name it.
It is actually.
Why'd you name your weapons?
Someone has a gun.
No, that's a her thing.
Yeah, because he's a useless fucking councilman.
My rifle's name is 11653. Because that's the serial number.
I knew it was called Tiger Teddy.
A corpo cunt gets me pussy, yes. That's not how it works.
A little small corporal.
Hope y'all both do well, by the way.
Could be better.
Not
If I'm honest.
Actually,
Yeah.
Oh, sure enough.
What? Whoa, okay, I'm not that fucking extreme. Jesus.
So,
But yeah, hope the both
Good to see you. Hope you've been alright.
But I do buy.
Could be better.
I don't feel like drinking.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, okay.
Sorry to hear that.
As a dog.
So that we'll
non-alcoholic
try and
we have-
vodka. spirits.
How about you?
We have WAP, which is wet ass poison.
breaking
It's
them
cola.
Pumpkin makes me take a break from work.
Yeah, no, I'm bouncing between.
Buzzing us today.
Very many turns.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, taking breaks is always
Sorry, I'm
good.
going to drain y'all's
Let you
collective brain cells
recharge your
for a moment.
batteries.
You know what? I'll take
You're
a
fine.
while.
Alright.
I'm going outside anyway.
Too late.
No, we have not.
Toronto-san already managed
I'm gonna make that corporal change
Well, I
his
mean,
fucking name.
Allie's trying to aim her gun after a councilman with a wide ass.
Tropical things.
Hey, Aiden.
Just tropical
Decide what might be
wet ass
better.
poison. Then we have Titty, which is a cream soda with vanilla.
I will have that.
Yeah.
Teddy.
titty is.
Well, hopefully it's not actually from that.
Sorry. Not even a...
gotten into a fight with a giant centipede.
A giant centipede. Did you check it for venom?
I got him to the medical place and they're checking him over. I don't know about anything.
Make sure he's not poisoned. They are not poisoned. Centipedes can sometimes contain venom.
I informed them. They said that they were going to check for venom. So, should be fine.
Well, at least in capable hands. So that's a good thing.
Jacket's covered in blood now, so I had to take it off.
Oh.
I have to go wash it later. Exceeding.
How are y'all doing?
Not bad.
Fine for the most part.
Could be better.
That's a mood.
A consistent mood.
Something wrong? Yeah.
Queen's talkative? I would say she's normal, maybe a little bit more. Aiden,
Yeah?
you know of Lucky, right?
A little bit, yeah.
So you know who he is.
Yeah.
How often does he come here?
What about him? Oh, almost every week, almost every other week.
Hmm.
Yeah. Dating Allie, the bartender.
Yeah.
Which one? Description, please.
They are shorter with red hair and a vocal implant in their neck.
Hmm.
Also, mechanical legs.
I see. Have they been dating long?
For a little while, yes.
Yeah, at least a couple months, if not longer.
Hmm. I see. Does he... Just curious. Does he hang out with anyone else, or is it just... her?
Well, by proxy, he hangs out with some of the bar people.
Younger than that. Flex.
Hmm.
Beans, bean, friendly with.
It looks like an axolotl.
They are one of our members of security. They are very nice.
They're a member of security.
Come on! They got a gun.
Huh?
Hold up a bucket of apples. Hold up a basket.
Are you selling them?
She shows a thing called. She shows a number on the basket that says $1 or 1 credit.
Mind if I have a look?
Ding ding. It's just a regular apple.
Speak of the devil.
Yeah. 2 credits.
She gives you 2 apples.
No, it's fine. I don't.
I'm fine for right now. Thank you for offering.
Ding ding.
Take an apple.
Am I privy to
Credit.
the knowledge of what game you were playing? Or is this a
Well, we
secret
could
Gives you
give
an
them
apple.
Mystique.
Thank you for the apple.
Mystique for now. They won Meg. You don't need to worry. You don't need to worry. What would you prefer? Items to be
Was half expecting it to be rotten.
It's hard to find fresh produce around here.
Mm-hmm.
At least stuff that's real.
Reason why I bought it. It's an actual apple and not just some fake.
That's Holly over there.
Hey, Maggie.
Yo.
Yo, Aiden.
You got me curious. Then I was thinking about it. Please, eating it.
Just had a interesting training, I guess.
Also, what's its secrets?
Oh, this is concerning.
I don't know if everything was too bright. And you were able to see everything in the dark.
There's pressure.
Pressure is the harder one for me to understand.
Mm-hmm.
I think a preview.
It's a bit quiet for a Sunday, isn't it? Normally it's busier.
Everyone's probably on the other street.
Always was that street that seemed busiest.
think it's because of the gym. Everyone likes to see people beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't tried
Run of medical.
getting people to pay money to watch shows, even if it is just people sparring.
Well, that's up to John.
John.
Yeah, he owns the gym.
John Beaverweaver. The small fox person.
Small fox person. I see.
Yeah, purple.
The one that looks like he's from like a old Italian mafia.
I'm not sure that's a word I would use, but maybe? He's got like the skull face paint. Usually nowadays. He didn't used to.
I have to keep an eye out. Can't quite pinpoint who it is.
He's very loud. Hard to miss him.
Noted. I'm fairly sure I know who you're talking about, but at the same time I'm not too sure. Can't be exact with this. I'd rather not make assumptions.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to spot him out in a lineup. Here's a Goto.
I saw you walking with your friend. Is everything okay?
Yeah. Let's just say he was showing me what might happen, or something that might happen in the future. How it might feel.
Ominous.
Yeah.
Very. But not really.
So long as you'll be okay, you know.
Yeah. As long as I have the willpower and make it my own.
I believe you can.
Might look different, but I'll still be me.
Hope things have been alright for you and the others.
Have you not heard the news?
Probably not.
Lockdown in District 0, border patrols, and everything else. We have gates. Reason why it took me so long to get here.
Oh. Why though?
Apparently something was stolen. Kijin has everything on lockdown. From Kijin.
Oh. Oh. I suppose then they will do this until whatever it is found. Or until they give
Perhaps.
up.
Either or. It's just gonna be kind of rough.
Keep breaking.
Well, hopefully it was not one of your friends.
No, I've never seen you with the jacket off.
I hope
I had
not.
to take it off because it was covered in Marcus's blood.
If it is, we're gonna be in big trouble.
I'm gonna clean later.
Yeah.
I think you're right about the intimidation thing. I think I just scared the shit out of that girl.
Nice.
Don't worry, that girl gets scared of
The
everything.
one who works at the bar, I think she has the eye patch as well.
Oh, Ali.
Don't worry, she gets scared of everything.
Yeah, she gets a little.
I found
frightened by new things, I think.
I found a band, by the way. They have a very interesting name. It mostly stood out to me, but they'll be playing downtown at a local bar. They're called Cryptic Symphony.
But
Sounds interesting to me.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll text you the
Sounds good.
location and everything.
Okay. Sounds fine to me. I will.
Excuse me, Mr.
I am so
Gonna take my
sorry.
trash
I
pile.
was in a heated conversation. I completely. It slipped my mind.
Mind if I take the trash?
Mind
Thanks.
Important business. It was important business.
This is okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
So instead of a mosh pit, we're just gonna go to a local bar. We're gonna watch a band play.
Came in
Ones that are starting now. The name of the band is called Cryptic Symphony. Not right now. Sakota's on.
Something about a giant symphony. Okay, I have to go somewhere for. You're still walking and talking.
Don't worry. It's not until later tonight.
Probably. Okay, good. Probably just.
Feeling a bit saddish, but
Speaking of that, I'll probably go get ready and I'll look up the details and stuff like that, and I'll send you the location. Okay.
Sad you're losing Andrew.
Cool.
Hello. I need to tell you something. Actually, I don't know if I said this.
What's up, a basket of apples?
Okay.
the danger of
Basket of apples.
Something that slipped my mind.
I'll just be there for her when she gets back.
Yeah, hopefully
It's real. Oh, and the gold.
Yeah, they're real. I just had one.
Does it taste like
Yeah,
apple?
I'm hoping things get better as well.
I mean, it does look like an apple. It smells like an apple, but is it like an organic apple, or is it one of those synthetic apples that are made of plastic and all that?
I get an apple, right?
You take a bite.
I mean, okay, I think.
Yeah, so maybe avoid District 0 unless we have identification.
Piece of apple.
Although I imagine you
Which is
would.
a good start.
If it looks like an apple, taste like an apple. Picture on it.
Yeah, but a little card.
Is it
Yeah,
an
but
apple?
like, is it like one of those artificially produced apples?
Does it
Or
matter?
something.
If it tastes the same.
If not, you'll have to get a fake one. But it sounds like you got a legitimate one.
See, this is where people get away with making synthetic meat.
Sounds legitimate to me.
I think it's the right
It
kind.
provides the same nutrients, it looks the same.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not very good with these sorts of
Made
things.
of plastic.
Tastes the same.
Would not know how to
Not
get
made out
fake
of
ones
plastic.
anyways.
Did you get it
Someone gave one
from...
to me that is fake.
Still, like, you know, synthetic chicken isn't like.
Where did you get it from?
Real chicken.
From Aegis? Or...
Like organic.
You know why? Because it has
No,
the word
no, when I
synthetic.
turn 18,
That's all you don't like.
they tell me I need to get identification so that way people know who I am.
Hey, I don't know who this guy is.
Sounds like you got it from an official place then.
Is it okay if I sit on one of those?
I just got done with a lot of fighting, and I'm.
You can sit over here.
Here.
Not telling you to sit on his lap.
Sifarsan!
Thank you.
Come here.
Thank you.
Good to see you, by the way.
It's good to see you too.
Been alright? Sounds like you've been working out a lot again.
Well, practicing fighting. I'm doing better. I'm doing better. I'm
Good.
still going down, but I gotta leap on what I gotta do. Just gotta keep training. And I can run down the hallway. I can move more now. Leaps and
That's your
bounds.
strength, yes.
Yeah,
So
it's been a couple of months, but I'm getting there.
What? Punk rock chick?
How you been?
Doing alright. Trying to take it easy a bit. This easy person works at Aegis. Person?
Oh.
This
Am I
is
ready?
Raven.
Okay, so like.
What?
Banshee.
Rocker, tats, all that. Huh.
Funchimsky.
Okay, so
Yes, again.
Banshee. C4.
Banshee-san.
Why
Sorry.
you step away?
Banshee-san.
Nice to meet you.
Sorry.
Banshee. Pleasure to meet you. That's a pretty cool ass mask you got there.
Thanks.
Oh yeah.
Can you
Christ.
Bad injuries.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sakoto.
Oh. Yeah, I got the
Bad surgeries left infection scarring. So cooling bandages help deal with the burning.
His
Yeah.
the glowy shit.
Yeah.
Looks like it goes quite far down.
I've seen you glow. I haven't seen you.
Sorry to hear about that.
Oh.
It's okay.
You see,
Uh, long-term effect, I'm a real good pilot.
You see, we are doing it's the kung fu training.
Positive way of looking at it.
Gotta keep up with training in the gym. That's what the gym is for.
Gotta keep optimistic about it.
He said
Some of the things they did was with bones and stuff, so I can connect in with my chair, and that way, whenever like I'm hit by G's that would normally affect a human,
You did what?
I buy it just fine.
Be careful.
Interesting procedure.
with that.
Yeah. And also why my name is the way it is, C4. Technically, it's actually
Watch, I learned
barcode.
how to do something new. It's a gun.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was C4 the explosive or.
It means 4th year of augmentation.
That's good.
Yeah, look it up.
Going to.
Yeah.
I see. That's a very
What about yours?
It's just
Not fucking it up though, but like, you know, like, in a good way.
You'll enjoy it.
a name that has a small amount of sentimental meaning, I guess.
I thought he'd slide.
Don't really think so.
Kind of like code name?
Stomach.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Did you sneeze
Okay.
or what was that? Did you just snow
Pretty
all
cool.
over
That's
him?
cool. That's pretty cool. I might have head injuries. It's a pretty badass code name.
Why don't you freeze my tootsies?
Thanks.
I made his feet cold.
I thought he was gonna
Your injuries, are they recent or is this like a
My little pigs.
Sakoto.
long-term thing?
I got permission from
Your
him.
head injury?
Friend?
No. I have one that's more
that's
trouble than it's
because
worth.
Slide Aiden.
one of the downsides to learning how to fight is you need to experience it.
Do it.
And,
He says no.
Yeah.
Butch does explosions with his
No, I
punches,
do the
and
sliding.
John can turn into a big buff wolf. So,
I can make
and then my
ice
other
skates
fight
out
is
of metal if you
Ashura.
want.
Actually, everybody who I spar with and train with actually really hurts. But apparently, I've been told that I'm doing really good at withstanding, and I'm fast on my feet. So I just gotta keep training.
Did they at least ease you in or did they go full blown?
Oh, of course. Asher was really big about taking his time. Bush was one of my first teachers, but I did ask him to kind of go all out, which he didn't go fully all out, but I did ask him to really try, you know. And then John also was teaching me a lot too. We've actually got some good teachers up there.
Stop fucking it up.
In Aegis?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes, you can.
actually down here. Aegis has some good ones too, but
Sorry.
I'm trying to
Are
get
you okay?
perspectives as far as I can see, so I've got people at the Red Wilds who are going to teach me, people here who are going to teach me, people at Dragonspire who are going to teach me, people at Aegis.
Sounds like quite a widespread. I don't really know that many of them. Dragonspire and
Oh, well.
Red something. Never heard of them.
Oh yeah, it's a guild actually.
A guild. Very old-fashioned.
Yeah, it is.
No, I did not freeze anything.
Sorry, I would get up and do a stance, but I am in a lot of pain.
It's okay. What happened?
I was learning how to fight.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, right.
But it is not
Why
ice.
my leg is
It is fun. I mean, yeah. Yeah, it's fun. I'm just.
But if you would like to,
I could use a soft bed.
if you would like to give it a try, you are willing to let.
It's good to see you though. I feel like I hadn't seen you in a while. How's questing?
That's okay.
Poor baby.
You
Everyone
sound
else is
tired
going
from
around
that.
doing it, but
right. So, okay, yep.
Imagine you are.
You okay? You sure you sound tired?
I'm okay.
I mean, I sound tired, but like a different kind of tired.
I haven't really gone out with the others recently. I've been just making sure that they come back alive.
If you would like to give it a try.
Has everything been okay? Just an opportune time and that kind of stuff?
Not too difficult.
Yeah, I wonder who can take it. When did she get Raven? I don't know. I think that was like an out-of-character fumble.
Well, yeah. I'm kind of get to the point where I can do some questing. I'm almost there. I think. saying? Going nowhere here.
Well, it's not really like a spell or
I'm trying to.
Magic.
Still need to
He is going to die.
get to that
He's going
point.
to hit that wall unless he stops himself.
To be fair, I mean,
You look really nice today.
oh, he stopped himself.
Like the outfit.
Learning.
It's not a magic spell or
Hey, you're welcome. I have an outfit, but I decided to spar today, so probably best I don't change.
Well, okay, I'm asking. I don't really know much about what I can do. All I know is that I can.
How is your group though? They okay?
Protect myself.
Yes, they're okay. They're slowly getting better.
And I'm able to control metal.
Hell yeah. Is the one of them still dumb?
I've never heard of that before.
The dude.
Well,
That's a personality.
Alright, yeah. Okay.
Outside of
Okay,
you,
I'm
I've
seeing
never-
this aggressive nodding. Not gonna change, I gotcha. Man, see, I wanna do shit like that, dude. Like
If it isn't obvious, Toronto's right arm is a lot stronger than his left.
I could imagine. But no, I mean, see, like, everyone's got...
I wouldn't be too jealous. I think having ingenuity and creativity is very important.
I know, just... I feel like I'm surrounded by people that have, like,
I've never heard of anyone being able to
augmentations, magic, super strength, all these kind of things, and...
It's not always cracked up to be, if I'm honest. A lot of it comes with a price. At least that's what I thought it is. What the...
Whoa, 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 whoa.
See, stuff like that. Having powers just causes those kind of issues.
Just summon rats? What the fuck?
Is this codename Piper? Like the Pied Piper?
Oh, okay, clever, I get that.
It was a serious question.
Ow, 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 ow. Floating rib. Floating rib? Floating rib. Floating rib. Ow. You know that's what it's called, by the way. It's the your last rib. It's called floating rib.
Okay.
Yeah, you get it because it's kind of like floating.
You know, being someone who works with dead bodies a lot, I didn't know it was called that.
Yeah, I just learned about it today.
It's an extremely versatile skill.
Ouch. Oh yeah. Oh, adrenaline is just really weighing him down right now. Ow.
Not only could you lockpick, you could also pick keys.
It's a ripping chip, currently empty. Probably get some sort of treatment now. He needs to tide you over.
I've got an ice pack. I've got a fresh thing of cooling bandages, and they gave me a stim up there. So I'll be okay. It's just a lot of bruising. Yeah. You should have seen it though. Butch swept me off my feet and did this big strike down right in the dead center. I couldn't breathe for a solid minute.
That sounds painful.
It
Sounds like
was.
to me you were a punching bag.
I was, but
Do it.
Juno said that I always got back up. Well, okay, maybe not after the last one. Not after the last one. And John got me down too, eventually, but he said I was good at getting back up, so...
You have remarkable
Take that.
fortitude.
That's... I try. I'm just really tired of being down. You know, having your friends pick you up all the time. Especially with how I was.
Hello again. Please
I can
do not
run
damage
down the entire hallway now.
anything by hanging on.
I can jump. I can... my punches actually kind of hurt now. And not just me. Just feels like it's taken a long time to get there. Months it took me to get here, and I'm still fighting.
If you're human, this kind of thing is normal.
I am. Very much so.
Yeah, we're not like gifted like the other races. We struggle with certain things and... yeah. Like I said, ingenuity and creativity is our forte. And adaptability.
You know, I did actually get told once about that. I went to the Red Wilds to try to get some training, and
I'm a loser.
everybody who was gonna teach me, like, one dude is like a fucking like pantheon god-esque looking dude, and then another person's like General Chimera, and then this other person's this like Fae who like works underneath Oberon, which I didn't even know that I didn't really understand Fae fully. So when I heard that Oberon was like big deal, I was like, that's a big deal. But each one of them who was talking to me, they were telling me about how, you know, humans are still super scary because of our spirit and all that kind of nonsense. Which reminds me, it is closing time. Pleasure meeting you though, Banshee. Hope we get to meet you again.
Nice to meet you
Good
as well,
conversation.
Sifa. Yeah, I agree. It's kind of refreshing being
Hey, if
with
you ever come by the...
someone else who wasn't part of my own group that is remarkably human.
Yeah, from the bottoms of my toes to the top of my head. Bones are a little bit weird, but don't worry about that. But yeah, you ever come by the gym, I'd love to talk to you with my fists.
I'll be sure to handicap myself.
Please don't. No one else has, and I need to learn how to fight everything. Gotta get better.
Sure.
Or we can put some cushions on it. Maybe we can put like a little pad on it. And,
Boxing glove of sorts.
You.
Sure.
Yeah. Do you want? I don't know. Do you want to come by, watch a movie? I could use a comfy cushion with conversation.
I am not exactly good at identifying, but I think he is trying to court her. It's pretty.
Court her. It's a very old-fashioned term. I haven't heard that in quite a few. Well.
Yes.
Hey. No, what is Butch?
They said fuck orange, go to sleep. I think they're gonna die.
Johnny, it's good to see you. Take care.
Oh, yeah. Take care.
Yeah,
Is your shitty locale to navigate,
I see Frank still frequents this place.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Saw Raki-san as well today.
Yeah, saw him a few times.
He's gotten quite used to his new replacements.
Fair enough. You have a good night.
Take care, Toronto.
And you. Oh yeah, and you. Yeah, you'll take care.
Yeah.
You too. Please listen to Oliver-san about your swords.
Yeah, swords.
I don't think he heard you.
No, he's got this crazy idea in his head about creating sword, and I think he is going to end up hurting himself or getting himself cursed in the process.
Yeah. He
I'm trying to make something that
seems-
is far more complicated than it needs to be. I am not a Baraxmus by any means, but he is really doing silly things. Sorry?
Ended up giving.
Where did Hamsky go?
That is a good question. Could just call him, you know. Here.
Yeah, but for some reason I can't get that to work. I can try again.
Hamsky-san, are you still here in the streets?
He was also having problems with the comm system. Is something in common?
Oh, Arden-san was looking to speak to you, I think, when you have a moment.
Thank you, Sakura.
Well, if y'all go to that concert tonight, hope you have fun.
Yeah, that could be good.
From my
I've
assumption, it seems like
never really
a
listened to it.
metal rock concert.
Yeah, well, is that a bar? So could be interesting. Sounds like a small band. Could be nice to listen to others play and watch how they do things. Have been practicing, so trying to learn how to get better. Trying some new things as well.
Have you listened to rock music before? Or metal?
Of course, I quite enjoy it.
Huh. Surprising. Didn't strike me as an individual that would listen to that.
Yeah. Wondering if those people are going to go home soon or not.
I imagine he would.
But, yes, I do quite enjoy it.
Good music.
Kanto-san and Sureid-san introduced me to it. But they played a lot, and while I was working at Aegis for my first year, Kanto-san around Christmas time wanted to get me a gift, so he bought old bass guitar from someone and gives this to me to start practicing with, since I had expressed to him an interest in learning. I have never played an instrument before, so it has been fun to learn and try something new. But in the meantime, I like listening to the music of others. It's good to get ideas, I guess, and feel inspired. Want to learn how to play as good as them one day.
Absolutely.
It's a good way to focus on something else that isn't meditation or training or anything else. It's different.
I agree.
This is why I paint. Is not business.
Painting is also good.
Makes you feel good.
The arts are often good for mental stability.
So I am told.
You could play an instrument.
Yes, I already
You
play
taught
one.
me once.
Violin.
Yeah, you play violin. Yes, yes. Beautiful instruments.
Big Fox. The Fox is very angry with me right now.
Jenny!
Apologies.
Yeah, I'm seeing time speed up for me occasionally.
Oh. That does not sound good.
Yeah, I think there's like some sort of weird time paradox going on. Probably something to do with the flux. Playing the violin is a bit difficult with a wrist hand. I have regained my ability to do more delicate movements, but I still fumble.
You handle the
The bow.
I don't know what the word for it is.
With his hand.
Bow? Oh,
Yes.
it's a strange name.
Yeah, it's got a bow.
Like bow and arrow sort of bow?
Yes, but not quite. It does somewhat,
I guess
yes.
it is like string across a piece of wood, so sort of like a bow, yes. Strange.
Talking about a violin.
Discussing instruments.
Yes. But,
I've mostly heard of it
if
from,
you
like,
are
the fiddle
doing the
thing.
fingering with your left hand, I would think that it would be just a matter of learning to feel out what you are doing with the other hand, even if it is visually.
So you would think that, but the bow tends to be quite delicate. It's not very sturdy, and even then,
feeling
having to have that right amount of pressure on the strings is important.
a good day.
Too firm, you end up making a screeching noise. Too light, you end up having it kind of bounce along the strings. So you need to apply the correct amount of pressure.
I suppose those make sense, yes.
I think I catch your vibe.
So it's a
Hopefully,
bit more.
I'm gonna go
maybe
home
one
now
day,
and contemplate
whether
calling
is
this number.
by replacing with something that is a bit more
You make the
sensitive
right
to your
call.
needs, or
Yeah, really.
if you
Bye,
are
guys.
able to grow more used to it
Hey.
with time. Jenny.
Romance?
Well, I can hold glasses without breaking them. So that is an achievement.
Arden got a girl's number. Girl passed Arden her number.
Oh. Okay.
Either that or business.
Yeah, go on.
That is interesting.
Also, don't.
Apparently they're meeting
Do they also play violins on the shoulder, or is that the fiddle?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Violin goes on the shoulder, underneath the chin.
Goes in the shoulder. Okay. Because I know that back home we had some that they hold here,
But it's
some
a
that they
cello.
hold here.
Cello is the one that goes like that. I have it on the book.
This is why I like my guitar. Just put it around my neck and then sit.
That's a guitar, isn't it?
I could replace it for you, fucker.
This is what I say, yes.
Just
Guitar.
I wonder how much it
Unfortunately, I do have some business elsewhere.
Sorry, I'd love to learn the piano. It's too big, unfortunately.
I'm very sure you can get one custom made
Maybe
too.
the next time, if you have to get things changed, maybe find something a bit more useful to you.
Come on now. Maybe. Yeah.
Don't I? He's new hire, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
It is winter hide.
Don't you use that voice with me.
It was so good to see you. Have fun.
Yeah, fuck you too.
Are you
see,
trying to
really
break
nice
out
guy,
the
this guy just looks-
California accent? Because I can destroy
Oh, it seems it. I've met a few, Dragonborn who are quite kind.
You don't know who you're messing with.
As
A
usual,
bit intense, some of them.
normally they tend to be a bit arrogant, at least from the books I've read.
Handiwork with weapons and the
Arrogant.
I don't know who that is.
I did meet one who was very, very, what is the word for being all about yourself? Prideful, yes. He was very full of pride. But, like, always spoke of himself. And he was this, warrior who traveled through our village. Don't think many people quite liked him. Was always talking about, I am the greatest swordsman to ever grace these lands. And yeah, he had that sort of
True, this is kind of the closest thing she has to therapy.
very Johnny. But yes, he was very full of himself, and I do not think people quite enjoyed his company while he was visiting.
What part of anything I said makes you think I want you to do?
Quite a few new faces. At least to me, anyway.
What's going on?
A few, yeah.
Charles is aiming freely and pulling
I'm not sure if this guy Winter Hide
Often gets
very
me.
You are trying to do a Californian
insightful or boastful. He seems a bit timid, if anything. Not a fan of guns, but guns being pointed at him.
Dial it in.
I think anyone would be afraid of guns being put in their face.
Alright,
Hmm.
Charles. What the hell
hell are you doing?
Does a swordsmith or well, a blacksmith enjoy having swords pointed at them?
I think anyone who makes some things would be concerned about things being pointed at them. They know more than anyone else what those things do.
Well, so far no one's been shot, so I'm doing pretty good.
All right, okay. Well, just so you're aware. All right, I'll tell you something about. I love donkeys.
You alright? Keep
Skin's a bit.
wincing every time you move your shoulder.
Skin's a bit tight. So I'm going to move it.
You guys are still in that one spot, yes?
He's since moved to a colder climate.
Not
So hard that you dislocate their entire
Ah.
ribcage.
That is correct.
Oh boy.
It's constantly snowing.
constantly snowing here in Zafira?
District 0 is the power hub of Zafira. They have a lot of coolant to keep the generators cold. So if you go to specific areas, it snows almost constantly.
I would say if you can get access to hot water, trying to massage that in might help loosen up the muscles. But outside of this, could try different oils and fats. Try to rub them in if you can get a hold of them, but
I'll
difficult to find
probably
here in Zafira.
try the oil. I think putting hot water on this is a bit... Third-degree acid burns. Had to regenerate nerve endings and skin. Not particularly too comfortable, so I'm a bit sensitive at the moment. And the skin's tight. It's fine. I'm healed. But when I was a bit concerned I would no longer be able to do, well, my job if I didn't get this treatment.
Observe cactus number 3.
Unfortunately, I know not of any simple things you can do to help with that, outside of making certain the skin does not dry out.
Yeah. I'm trying to stretch daily to at least gain some elasticity back from it, but it's proving a bit difficult.
To be sore.
The Superman.
Yeah.
What? I mean,
It's
Superman's
probably
cool,
the best
but,
thing
like,
to do
I
for
don't
now.
want to meet the guy because he fucked me
You've
up.
also
He would-
apparently learned.
If there's anything we can do to help,
According to
Oh
Collins.
yeah.
let us know.
Wait, you don't.
No, it may not be easy to get in and out of the district now, but as you say, if my idea is acceptable to them,
I imagine it should
I
be.
need to travel with some supplies. Hopefully, would not take issue with this.
Depends on how we treat.
I guess anything for skincare, sensitive skin or moisturizers would be beneficial.
I do know if I can get a hold of it. I've been burned a few times while working with the Aegis, and they have this strange gel that they will put on it and then wrap it. And that tends to help the skin heal very well.
That would help a great deal, I imagine.
I don't know what it's called. You can try to ask around them and see if we have any to spare.
If it isn't too much of a hassle, that would be most welcome.
Of course.
Why would I want a donkey kick you? Like, what's the point? I'm just saying. What? You haven't done anything to wrong. Shut up! You haven't done anything to wrong.
I'm kind of worried that something's got into the skin. Feels like grit. Or some sort of like stones or something.
Keeping it clean should be important.
I mean, this happened after the healing process.
Not really.
I'm kind of hoping that the...
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
But anyway,
No, I meant it's pretty.
It's just mild discomfort. I'm sure it's fine.
Okay, you tell me then, Charles. What does a white Butch Blackstone look like to you?
Hopefully it's nothing.
Like marble, I would imagine.
I mean, with the haircut and kind of the facial structure.
He said, what would a white butch black stone look?
You ready to get
like?
most of your upper torso,
I said, you
arms,
probably look like
and face
marble.
in a third-degree burn because you body blocked a Molotov?
Because black stone, marble tends to be white.
It was a desperate situation, and I
Yeah,
probably should
poor attempt at a joke.
Sorry, sort of went over my head. Did not understand the comparison of the color of marble.
No, you're fine. I'm just bad at humor. Toku's tried getting me to get better at it. I think it's a futile endeavor.
You're also talking to someone who struggles with common quite frequently.
You said you got some basic first aid, right?
I have been speaking and learned to read and write in this language, but still has been several years and very difficult language still.
Yeah.
Especially with how differently that everyone likes to use it.
Yes.
Sadly, common is a very contextual language. I am thirsty. My water. I require it.
It's like a pro bono thing. Yeah, appreciate it. Just, you know. Right, it's gonna be one of these days.
Take care. Damn, don't I feel you, man? Hang in there, bro.
Fuck, I should ask how Marcus was. Good.
Usually it's a long day for me, too. I gotta deal with everyone's fuck shit today. Far too black for this shit. Tired of it.
Do you want to know something that was offered to me earlier?
Yeah,
I was speaking about how... Speaking of on the topic of people taking breaks,
People taking
God rocks, yes.
breaks. Like sabbatical.
Oh.
Who won?
Yes, yes.
Neither of them did because they were bumped off without officially naming it.
Friend of mine, same person who is hiring me to paint a mural, said that they might have a very calm place open for like a small amount of time. It's like, they said it's a thing called a firewatch tower. Basically, it's a place out in the woods where they build like a little tower so that people can sit up there and look out for forest fires. So they can report it to keep people safe. But it's also like very isolated and calm place. So they asked if anybody either wanted to go or knew people who wanted plenty to ask around. I forget how long they said.
Sorry, chat, but there is no.
If it was not too long, it would be probably pretty nice. But
There's no
being
D&D tonight.
isolated out in the forest for too long, I imagine go a little crazy.
I'm sorry, a lot of people are not feeling it. There's a really cute emotes. I'm one of the artists. Those are really cute. Sokoto.
I will see y'all when I see y'all again.
Take care, Charles.
You as well. Take care.
Okay.
Oh my god, I just had a stupid thought run in my head. Oh no, I hate
Those gates. I think they were called Tory gates or something like that.
Well, Tory, but yes, most people in speaking common call them Tory gates, but it is just Tory, really.
Oh, okay. I remember seeing them at the shrine you took me to. Do these work?
Yeah. They were picked up and moved, so not likely.
I see.
They would need to be reseen to, but yes, in essence.
Don't worry,
Hmm.
it's just a terrible thought. Nothing to worry
My hope is to one day try to help and maybe put up some more in the other street.
Did you have the ability to open them yourself? Or
try to make sure that life
Well,
and the homies also.
I suppose I am aware of the method, but it is
Pardon me.
more that I do not have the right to.
I'm not about to say what was on
With
my head.
calling
That be
upon
some fuck shit to a third
spirits,
degree, my friend.
there comes a certain amount
But just know, like, just to confirm, like, Superman, he can, like,
you must earn their respect and go through proper rituals to be allowed to call yourself a priest or priestess. And
I see.
in my case, I have not quite finished those.
wait, if Superman got, wait,
Though many seem to have taken to the work that I have been putting in as of late, and seem to think that perhaps it is time.
Well, I wish you luck on that.
Congratulations. Look, come on. I don't know if I should be saying congratulations or if that is a counting your tickets before they have sort of thing.
It is alright. It is a thing I have spoken with Oki Sensei. He has told me he thinks that he will
I'm sorry,
want
Valk.
to do this soon, but has not given exact time or date, so it is important for me to set expectations small. Not expect things to happen immediately. Must be patient. This is just as important as the rest of the work I have been doing. But
Fuck, man.
once he says it is time, and believes it is, I am ready to take on my role in full. There is a small ritual that we do. Some of the other girls would be called to assist with this and oversee this ritual. So once this is done, then I would be considered as a Miko in full. And then can begin working towards becoming a priestess proper. There are many stages to it, but it is
Anything worthwhile takes time.
a good way to see things. Yes, I agree.
You said you've been doing this for how long? 4, 5 years? Correct?
Well, truthfully, I have been doing this since I was about 11, 12 years old, I think.
Apologies, Van.
But after my village got attacked, I am forced to leave and live elsewhere. I did not have a place to continue my practice.
I see.
Continue to practice privately, but without a shrine or sensei to oversee my duties or provide the authority to act. I lack any means to continue my training or practice as a Miko properly. Thankfully, Aki-sensei has been very kind in evaluating my previous training in my village when I was young, and sees that I have continued to uphold my oaths and carry on my practice even in a private fashion. So has seen fit to not make me completely start over and prove everything as if I was but a child walking through the doors.
Generous of him.
If anything, he has asked on a few occasions for me to help with teaching some of the younger girls who have shown up already. I'm looking to help once the spring comes. Quite sweet. I'm happy to see that they are so excited to learn and try to help foster our relationship with the spirits in the same way.
I hope I could help.
Hearing you talk about that feels very surreal, especially considering it's Zafira.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about it feels surreal. It just, yeah. It kind of contrasts Zafira's nature a little bit.
Well, I suppose as I see it, in a place that has allowed for so much pain and negative energy to build up for many years without anyone to really help push it away and cleanse, it is that much more important for someone to step forward and, even if it is small things, try to help. May not be able to ever completely change this city, but I can certainly try to make a difference in the lives of the people I work with. In small communities, in most people's lives, it is tiny things that make a difference.
True. Amsky. I was going to ask him a question. It's fine. I was just going to ask him why he wears sunglasses in a dark place like this.
He thinks they look cool.
Can he even
He
see?
started wearing them because he got a black eye.
Oh.
I think he's just kept wearing them.
I think it's because it allows him to hide what he's feeling sometimes.
Hmm.
This is useful.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
He used to wear a little mask all the time.
Really? Don't think I've seen him ever wear it before. Must be before I came here.
Stop wearing it.
I think there's a picture in the bar of him with it on.
Is there?
Yeah, it's in the back of someone's taking it down.
I know he had several pictures up in his room, old photos, but
Oh yeah, well he looks like the fucking burglar. Burglar.
I don't know where they are at. Would not want to enter without his permission.
Yeah, of course not. I'm sure he'll show us if he wants to share.
Show the one on the bar since it's bottom floor.
Sure.
I'm like 80% it's still there.
I'm assuming we need to go. Are we following you or?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna pick it up the loot.
Oh, it's hung up on the wall. I see.
Can I turn the glass as well when I'm at it?
when he wore his hat.
So why is there missing posters? They're clearly not missing. He looks like a
Well, I mean, if they're old.
burglar.
It's also inaccurate. He's not 50.
Yeah, kind of.
He's not
I think
50?
he's in his like 30s.
Yes.
The map say 30.
Hmm.
No, this is 50. He's told me that this is inaccurate.
Oh, wait, is he 5'11"? I'm 5'7". Hmm.
This photo is accurate. He used to wear an outfit like this.
Huh. Very big change. Now wears a nice suit and armor.
It's come a long way.
Who's this?
Yes. I have no idea who that is.
I think I have seen them around once or twice before. I think they're an old friend of his.
Hmm. I see.
Forget what their name was, though. Actually. Senpai. Senpai?
I mean, the P is capitalized. So it's more like a pie, as if it's a food.
Anyway, Sen, he works at Aegis. He's very kind.
Huh.
Good fighter.
I'm hearing quite a lot in Aegis. Lots of people are good at fighting.
The one who makes the magic arms.
Yes, yes.
I met them. They talked. It was actually kind of an unfortunate first meeting. They had just been in an argument, and I asked what it was about, and then they yelled at me. They later apologized and said that they were just really angry and did not mean to explode.
Oh, that is most unfortunate.
Explode.
Not literally.
Oh, okay. Sorry, when I hear people explode, it's...
He sometimes gets a bit, passionate about things and has a fiery, sort of attitude. He
I
wishes.
think the argument was about if killing is necessary.
Hmm. I'll refrain from commenting.
This is fair. I think most people who live down here would have the same opinion, though.
Must have been forced to. By circumstance.
It is necessary sometimes, but should be avoided at all costs.
I've never really talked to him about it, so I'm not really sure what his stance on it is, but it sounds like he's very passionate about it.
I think he leans on the side of it is not necessary, which is his opinion.
Anyways, I guess if Hamsuke-san is not coming back, I don't know if he has his key with him. He usually does, but knock up.
You
I hope
get
he
my
doesn't
payment?
accidentally lock himself in. Or out? Yes, out.
Has he done it before?
Once, by accident, he left his keys here in this bar, and thankfully, Penny-san was around. Knows how to pick locks quite well. Picked it open. And then picked it closed for him later. Because he made a joke about it.
If he ends up locking himself outside, I could just let him in from the indoor.
Oh, yes, yes.
I love that door. It's so convenient. I'm happy that we, like, put it in.
Yeah.
Didn't you have a door there, I'm assuming?
It used to just be you go around and then up a staircase, but since the inn is close enough to the bar, we sort of just knock down a wall and put a door in, and then have a nice convenient way through.
I see, yeah, that is convenient. Oh, yeah. Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
I suppose I should probably be heading back to Cathedral for now, but...
Same. I imagine,
Hope you have been...
the curfew set in place.
Improve.
I'm not gonna hold my breath. I get a feeling it's gonna be like this for a few months. If not, years.
If you run into any trouble, not hesitate to call.
Yeah. I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Although it's a bit difficult if,
At the very
certain-
least, if you get stuck outside, maybe come here and grab a room.
Yeah, I was considering it. I was actually stuck outside of the district for a time. But complications with the group I'm with kind of bring up questions. And I'd rather not be questioned about what I was doing.
Don't want them... Yeah. Don't want them getting all weird. But if it comes to an emergency, better to have a safe place to stay than somewhere on the streets.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you again for the conversation. I appreciate it. It was nice.
Of course, you as well. Always good to see you.
Until next
Just to
time.
let you know if I find anything out about that gel I told you about.
Yeah, just text me. Well, see you next time.
See you around.
You too. Have a good night.
Wait, serious?
Oh, my bones, they ache.
What would you say? What would you say? Yes, sir. Can we have some sun?
No bones.
No bones for Mimi! How dare you! British imperialism! Very bad! No!
British? Do I sound British to you?
Yes!
Vaguely.
I am most
Very
literate
minor
Skaven Blight!
Ooh. It's cold.
I'm the British! British!
It's fine. We're British. We're used to the cold. Used to the cold and the rain.
Yeah.
British. Bottle of water. Bottle of water.
I was really happy to be able to come in and not have everything on fire this week. Last time I was here, it was very much like everything is on fire in LF and fucking Kaiga and everything else that's going on, and I'm just like, I don't wanna, leave me alone.
Are you throwing it back in the name of Greato and Brat?
Yeah, I am.
What are you doing?
Kind of needing to go to the bathroom, honestly.
Throwing it back. It's just like I only have
Drinking a bunch of
I
water.
only have 2 base stations, so it's kind of
Being hydrated is good.
I made a really fancy breakfast this morning.
but also
I don't
I
usually
have
eat
like
breakfast.
like a
Yeah, it was like oatmeal with like cinnamon and peanut butter and
I don't have one that can
honey
What is on nightstand there?
cherry,
There is on bookshelf there.
dried cherries in it, peanuts.
I don't have anything that's like
It was really good.
Wait, what was
Yeah,
that?
Well, so they. Yeah, but without getting too far into it, because it's her personal business, but Faye had to run and go deal with some family stuff, so she had to travel home for a bit. And she was leaving on so short notice. But
Hydrate.
she orders each week.
Oh no, don't tie the old
She had already ordered for this this week. Or this past week, I guess technically. It arrived on Tuesday. I haven't actually messed with it. Yeah. Like, for the week, just like, yeah. You wanna make use of it so that way it doesn't, you know, go to waste. Cause they're not particularly cheap meals. Sorry, I think a little bit pretty fancy. I made some today. It was
Fancy.
Yeah, he's a storm vermin that we treated all.
Did you stick out your little pinky finger as you're eating your food? 'Cause it's so fancy.
No, but for me it's a big step because I don't really cook a lot. I am really bad at cooking. So even if it comes like at most I can prepare meals, but I can't.
I think you've already been the hydrate,
some
okay?
stuff
I just
I'm gonna give
hydrated.
it a shot
I did the
this week, 'cause
sippies.
It was like a burger thing. Personally, I don't eat a lot of meat.
And this is a party with Queen. She always attracts richer lady. True.
But, very good. Oh my god.
Do you actually have to reload it, or is that just for style points?
I don't really know how to cook meat all that well. I don't have a lot of experience with it, and I'm
Really?
always so fucking expensive that I don't want to like mess it up and like waste a bunch of money burning meat.
It depends what kind of meat.
You know, make sure
Is it like steaks or?
It's like ground beef.
Oh, ground beef. If it has a bit of fat content, just cook it on like a medium heat and do it slowly.
I don't have a lot of experience with it, so it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, I don't want to waste a bunch of money cooking something that I'm gonna inevitably ruin. You know, and make a whole fucking mess of it.
I mean, technically, what you could do is you push this button with the thumb that's already there. Yeah, slide the. You pick up a magazine from your belt, and then you use the slide release.
Normally, if it's sizzling, good sign. And if you don't know if you want to burn it, every like minute you flip it. If it's like burgers or steaks.
Kish actually knowing cooking stuff.
Yeah.
You will learn how it means to become
Please don't tell me Ratman are entering the metaverse.
Scaven.
What happened to your text?
I call it Ratman for copyright
I don't think so.
They seem
I hope
The bunnies are entering. The bunnies are entering.
The bunnies are entering the chat.
You have gained the edge.
I mean, not quite the same, but
Wascally rabbit.
not quite the same, but kind of.
I cannot steal magic exploit anymore.
I didn't put bones in it.
A joke that I made in character. She was telling someone that years back she had gotten an offer while visiting the Gold Saucer. She got an offer to work there.
Oh no.
They
The
were
bunny
like,
girl.
You actually have rabbit ears, and she's like, yeah, you're really tall and like pretty and shit.
Bunny
You
girl.
would be a great host here. Yeah. You wouldn't even need to wear the ears. You already have them. So, but she was like, yeah, I've got other things I'm doing. I don't really want to wear it.
I have a job that pays money.
I don't wanna wear those. Yeah, she's an adventurer, so she gets a lot of money otherwise. The adventurers in fucking ARC are goddamn loaded, I swear to God.
My chat mentioned that Queen seems to have a certain proficiency with finding women who are very rich and willing to essentially buy her things.
I mean, Sakota's not particularly rich.
Richer
but
than
she
her.
has been... Well, I mean, yeah. Well, that's not particularly difficult, is it?
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Poor
peasants.
These filthy lowborns. No. So you wanna know the really stupid thing?
Rabbit.
Oh, that too.
What? The rabbit's not
Sakata
stupid.
doesn't actually know how much money she has.
What? She gets paid and she doesn't know how much she has?
So here's the thing: when she first signed up at Aegis, they had to help her make a bank account or help her get a bank account. She didn't have one.
I kind of gather, considering she was like, I don't really know where to get the identification,
She never had a
so.
paid job because up to that point, her job had been at the
Bunny Queen.
monastery, which she doesn't get paid for because she gets paid by being allowed to stay there and live there.
Mm-hmm.
Monastery. You know, it's less, you know, being an employee and more doing chores for the orphanage to help make sure the place stays clean. But then afterwards, she's never really had a job before, so she's never gotten a paycheck or anything. So
Yeah.
when she got hired by Aegis, they were like, okay, yeah, we have to get her set up with a bank account and get her, you know, identification all, like, make sure that's all up to date, make sure she's seen a doctor. They actually had to, that was when they had found out that girl is fucking nearsighted as fuck, can't see shit. And she'd been not wearing glasses for years. So they're like, because they see her reading at one point, and she's got the book like right up by her face, and they're like, Sakoto, are you okay? And she's like, yeah. Like, is the text really blurry for you if you don't hold it that close to your face? She's like, yeah.
It's kind of normal. She's such a sweet bean. She's such a country bumpkin.
Well, see, that was the thing. Is the monastery can't afford that kind of stuff.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
already taking a bunch of kids in and allowing them to stay there to give them a place to live, you know. And then they try to teach them a little bit and try and, you know, instill some discipline and, you know, certain sets of morals and that kind of stuff, so that way they can hopefully then go on to become successful adults later, or stay at the monastery if they choose to. So she hadn't had her eyes tested in years. And a fun fact, her mother wore glasses all the time, which is actually funny because she wears big round glasses because that's really similar to what her mother used to wear.
Aww.
So it was very like, I want ones like that because it's what my mom had.
That's so sweet.
But yeah. She, girl is blind as a fucking bat without her glasses. She can make out shapes pretty well, but like, if you ask her to read text that's not like right in front of her without her glasses, yeah, she can't.
She does have Alma. My
Pretty
glasses, my glasses.
But yeah. She finally got set up with a bank account when she got to Aegis, and she doesn't really have a great concept for how much money is money. She's never really had any before,
true,
so
yeah.
it's kind of like she was just happy to be able to have a place to stay, and like getting paid was very much like oh, that's so nice, like, okay, that's cool. But you know, she's also kind of got this vibe of like, you know, the whole Shinto, like, not like non-materialism. So like, yeah, she'll have stuff, but she generally doesn't go out and acquire stuff that she doesn't need.
As long as she has a roof over her
or
head,
isn't, like,
food
a
in her
part of her
belly, she doesn't really care how much money she has.
She doesn't really need a lot. Yeah, it's not like an immediate concern. And then when she was first given the opportunity and like invited by someone like, hey, let's get you out of those old hand-me-downs that you've been wearing for years that are now all fucking torn up because she had gone on a mission and was literally wearing clothes that the monastery had given her.
Imagine she has like a, especially after a growth
No
spurt,
protective gear, none of that.
she has clothing that's like, was a full shirt, but now is a crop top because she's just grown so much.
Yeah, she does. She's worn some. She's still got. Well, that stuff from the monastery does not fit her at all anymore.
Yeah.
Some of the clothes that she had bought afterwards, some of it still fits. But most of the clothes that she's got right now is all stuff that she's had to buy more recently, and that's kind of where like she discovered like, oh my god, I have this tiny card that they've been putting all my money on, that they've been paying me with, and I can buy things like clothes and food with it. Okay, this is crazy. But she doesn't know how to check because
No one's taught her.
Well, someone told her, but it was also she didn't really understand what she was being shown because she's also not had a lot of exposure to phones up to that point.
Yeah.
So she's kind of forgotten how to do it, and she's just kind of hoping and praying each time she goes to spend money that it's not they're gonna tell her like, no, you're out of money.
I really
has
want
no
there
proper
to be
concept for it.
I really want there to be a scene now where Magpie teaches Dakota how to use the bank. And
The sword
also
in the
gets her
stone, the
terrible
sword in the
financial
stone.
advice.
Yeah, in truth, she's been working at Aegis for a little over 2 years now, and with the money that she's been making, she probably has, I would estimate, somewhere between 150 to probably around 180,000 sitting in a bank account.
In little C or big C?
He's like,
in dollar.
all that money.
Big
Oh well, I can't really say that. Queen technically
Yeah, well, 'cause
has.
she doesn't spend a lot, so she's probably spent a decent amount of it, but like, so probably close to 120 to 130,000, if you consider food costs, which quite frankly are negligible because of Aegis and how we all handle food there. It's a very communal thing, so she'll occasionally go out and buy like some groceries if she wants to make something very specific, and then if she wants to buy supplies, I know she spent a good deal of money on her equipment, and then when the others had convinced her to get a computer, she literally was Slade and was like, I don't know what any of this is. If you help me, I will hopefully have enough money to pay for whatever the parts are that you are saying you need, and then you just put it all together because I don't know how any of this works. This is black magic. So, yeah, she's probably got something closer to about 120 to 130,000 just sitting in the bank right now.
Currency.
I thought of as like funny situation from like from anime where they kind of someone comes over to the house and they say, oh yeah, you don't have any clothing, you can wear some of my old stuff. And Sakota here's like, Queen, here's our old stuff, and Queen's just a bit like, oh, this fits perfectly. Looks over at her and Sakota goes, yeah, that's when I had it back when I was this age. And Queen's just like, right.
Like, if I recall, so actually, I have one of her older models. You can pull that out, and you can actually see how short she is to be. She was actually shorter than Queen, I'm fairly certain.
This is now Val War back when I was 16, and Queen's just like, man, that's real awkward, isn't it?
I have to go real far fucking back. I was actually. Oh, here. Hold on.
Yeah, she is secretly rich. I mean, she would use it for her sister at the same time. She doesn't want to send money because it's about. Oh my god, she is tiny.
Yeah. Yeah.
My glasses,
really
my glasses, I can't
but
see
yeah, this
my
was
glasses.
actually what she showed up wearing in Zafiro.
God, yeah, she is. Oh my. It's so unusual because normally
No,
people tend to be
that's solid.
taller than Queen, and then it's just like, man, how you so?
Yeah, no, she was like. Yeah. She used to be the same size as Magpie.
Now, wait, how long ago was this? It's like 2 years or a year?
This was well. So she didn't start working at Aegis immediately, so it's probably been about 2.5 years.
2.5 years. Okay, wow, that's a
a change.
Yeah.
Trust me, I'm. One of the things that I would love to see is if and when she finally goes back to the monastery, because she's one of the things she has talked about wanting to do has been going back to the monastery to properly thank Hasegawa for taking her in and allowing her to stay there for as long as he did, and like the amount of patience that he exercised with her in her situation. Yeah.
Just imagining.
Little baby hobo.
Baby
I'm just
hobo.
Probably
imagining
actually
she
even a little bit
goes-
shorter because these are like thick-soled fucking boots.
She might be shorter than Magpie.
Might be.
I'm just imagining though, she goes back and fucking just bangs her head on a fucking door frame because she's tall.
Yeah, she looks around, she's like,
I got Sean, I can get edgier, by the way.
why does it feel like this? Everything is so much smaller. Everything shrank. It's like returning to your like elementary school or something. I remember the first time I did that when I was like several years back. I graduated high school and I went to the elementary school and I was like, holy fuck, this place used to be giant. Why is it so small now?
You go in the fucking gymnasium, which was like that massive fucking like monolith of a room, and you go in and you're like, I can walk to the other side in like 5 steps. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Women.
I now know your eye color. I could steal your social security number.
Yeah, she has green eyes. I like black hair, green eyes.
I don't even
That's
think
like
I had sounds on this yet. That was as much as she could do. It was like this little weak little.
I know, I'm just
fucking fart. That was all she could do. And she'd do it like 2 or 3 times and be like,
my head hurty.
My head hurty. But yeah. Now she has women's.
Lost Acres is open? Oh shit.
She's. Thank God. And how long is this? Is this like a year ago? Because she's.
No, this is current.
Oh, this is current. Okay.
Yeah. This is these are thinner soles than her other shoes. Her work shoes.
I
are
was gonna
really
say she looks a little bit shorter
crazy.
than I remember.
Shoes. Yeah. No, her work shoes are.
Oh, you're in the high-rise jeans. I love like jeans that go up to like the waist. They're so cute.
Yeah.
How tall was Sakura
Makes her legs look
when-
really fucking long. Like holy shit.
Big long.
But before she had the final growth spurt, she was like, I want to say around 5'11", nearly 6 foot tall, and then she gained like I think like 3 or 4 inches in a night. And actually, it might have been more than that. She was probably around 5'10", 5'11", and gained like 4 or 5 inches in a single night, and then is like panicking. She's like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Everything is sore. Nothing fits anymore.
Why am I sore and why does everything feel so fucking wrong? Why am I so tall?
Bone hurty. Why bones hurt?
Yeah.
My bones.
Why do your bones hurt?
Turan just came in with the character, then talked to Turan just came in with the character and spoke to the Presso at C4, and the character had a lot of chest, and Queen was just like, man, everyone just has all the good genes, I guess.
It's okay.
You can become
You can have
mutant,
some of
become
your
strong,
items.
strong.
She
Yes,
had
yes.
a lot. She gets rid of it. You can have some.
Don't think that's how that works. I mean, I imagine plastic surgery might have improved since then, but
Does, however. Not
Bye,
quite.
Sean.
Goodbye.
Before I go.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
She had a couple of outfits.
The fuck is that?
It's the song with. I forget his name.
It's I also have.
I actually don't know if I ever uploaded this one. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't think I ever. No, maybe I did update this one.
Oh, you got this.
Oh no, that's right. I didn't. I think I had broken. Yeah, I broke her fucking jacket toggle. I don't know how and why. Because I added all of her scars
Oh, I see.
and stuff to this one, I think. Or maybe I didn't, because. Oh no, there's the one on her shoulder. Oh, there's the one on her face. They're very faint.
There must be something that you can't see a lot of Queen's scars because of the clothing she wears.
Yeah. Most of Sakota's are covered up most of the time. Like, actually, I think in her work outfit, you can't see any of them. Now that I think about it. 'Cause it's
No,
like,
yeah, 'cause she's wearing.
I think at most there might be one on like one of the back of her hand or something. I forget where I put all of them. If I took off her jacket, because I think the only one you might actually be able to see is I think there was like one like somewhere near her neck, maybe. I don't remember. It might be covered up because it was like somewhere
Yeah,
along where
can't
he
see
had
it.
grabbed her, and I tried to do a couple scars around her neck because it was literally fucking trying to choke the life out of her.
Mhm.
But yeah, you can see a couple on her arms from where he had grabbed her and slashed at her and other shit. Got bruised and battered around and didn't get any sort of like magical healing to quickly put it all back together, so
Mhm.
scars formed.
I mean, and there's one here you can see, but it's mainly just the stomach ones you can see. If you just meow.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
I think that was him. Mine's more like meow. Especially in this
That man
voice.
cannot have. That man has no sense of gentleness about him.
There we go.
I'm playing as
glasses.
like if I could be Charles, I could social distance.
The big-
talk with
the
a
big
The glasses make her
ones.
look just so like sweet and goofy.
It does.
Baby.
Soft girl.
Whereas when she's working and she's got the fucking mask on, she looks so much more like serious.
Wait, does she not have the glasses on when she has the mask on? Does she wear contacts then?
No. No.
She doesn't wear contacts. So how do you? What's you're
No.
you're part of security? How can you see?
I told you she can make out shapes. She can't read, but she can definitely make out most shapes and tell what things are.
So from a distance, Queen just looks like a, a blob from the distance.
A
She's like,
grey blob.
It's like, oh, hello. Has she ever mistakenly thought that someone else was someone else?
Yes. Absolutely.
I imagine Magpie is very easy.
Yes.
It's the fucking lighthouse.
Yeah, it's
head.
the triangle.
Yeah,
Or
big,
the diamond.
big round lighthouse shapes with like fins and then like the big diamond fucking shape. Yeah, she's able to make Magpie up pretty easy.
Does Skip have a
for
similar
Queen,
design?
It's actually usually the sword that she sees. That's immediately like, ah.
Yeah, true. Like, oh, she has the sword.
Yeah.
That's why-
Especially if she's got her back turned, but otherwise she'll see the mask and go, ah. Queen Sama.
Why are you trying to eat her sword?
I'm gonna go mode.
Stop it.
I can turn it to blueberry flavor if you like.
That's not blueberry.
That's not
Oh
blueberry?
my god. Actually, that reminds me. The new fucking the
Service are
update that they were
cool.
talking about in the developer update, where they're gonna add stuff for audio stuff and state behaviors. I'm so fucking excited.
Oh, can you give me a
Because
rundown?
that's like one of the things that always keeps. Yeah. So basically, they're gonna be adding a new, or they're gonna be trying to add at least, because they haven't said when or this is gonna be the final iteration, but they've added a state behavior that allows you to play an audio source and make changes to an audio source, such as playing from a random list of audio clips.
So you can actually set timestamps on that audio. Is that what you mean?
Yep. No.
See,
I don't
now.
think you can do timestamps, but you can absolutely set it to do random stuff, and then I think actually let me pull it up. I'm super excited for it because it's one of those things where it's like it's an issue that is like very non-performant. Let's see. So it has controls for drag and drop your audio source to automatically fill the path relative to the avatar route. Audio clips, you can set a playback order for the clips. You can set basically just a whole array of them. So in theory, I think you can virtually have an infinite number of audio clips to choose from. Again, virtually, I'm sure there's some limit somewhere for that. You can set a minimum pitch and maximum pitch for the playback. You can set it to loop. You can set it to have a delay in seconds before it actually starts playing. You can tell it to play on enter, interrupt. You can set it to interrupt sound, so if you have it loop back on and play again, it will either if you set it to interrupt, it'll just cut off and do the next sound, or you can have it play through the entire sound and do the next one, which is really fucking nice.
You can make it so this doesn't happen?
Yeah, where the gunshot stops.
I'm so fucking happy.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be good.
I'm very happy for that. I've hated that for a while, and there's a way to do it where it doesn't, so it's like... But I have to re-trigger it, but if I let go of the trigger, it plays through the entire fucking sound.
Oh,
That
yeah,
is a
so
very
that's...
annoying thing to have to set up every fucking time. They've done that, and then you can set it to stop on exit. So when it exits the state, it will stop playing.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, so it's basically lots of quality of life stuff for audio. That's cool.
Very much so.
That's really good.
It's very much a huge quality of life for audio. Because you can also have several clips play and set... Basically, you could have basically 1 or 2 audio sources rather than like 12.
Huh.
Which is way more performant.
Part of the reason why I like sticking with like guns that have single shots, because I don't actually because with like machine guns, you can hear the difference where like the sound is suddenly just cuts off. So
you can hear where the audio clip restarts.
Yeah, with this it's like.
Well, the other thing is you could have it have slightly different pitches.
So there's variance
of
actually.
Each time it sounds a little bit of variance, and you could assign multiple, like if you have multiple recordings of gunshots, you can have it go through each of them at random.
Oh man.
With different pitches, so you could have just basically a completely randomized set of gunshots that sound nice and clean, like you would in any normal fucking game.
Yeah, because I know with like this.
One of the examples they did was actually with sword swipes. They were doing like back and forth,
and it changes how it sounds.
Like,
yeah.
It was slightly changed each time, and then they did a. But then one of the other things that they did is they did a gesture, so that way it would do a different kind of swipe with like a special effect or something, and they would swing back and forth, and they did not have to add a second audio source for that. They just used the same audio source.
Huh.
That's
nice. Cool. Because right now I have like 3 different audios for like the parries. So that just means I just have the one and just edit it. That's really good.
Yeah. The only thing that I'm hoping they do add is volume control. You can't change the volume. One of the
that's actually a good point.
The
Yeah.
ability to more easily allow for fading in and fading out of audio sources, because, say for instance, this I would love to have it fade out rather than just stop.
And this new update will allow that, correct?
Her face gets
Not yet.
surprised when she shoots that. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I just now
well, that's
noticed
because
that.
because I'm having to do a gesture to make this happen.
Yeah.
She does the same thing whenever I punch. She sort of squints her eyes every time I punch because I gotta go. Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Notice how the scrungle stopped when I became a human. I don't have colliders yet. I'm just chilling.
Spooky.
It's a good sound effect though.
I don't know
like
why
sound
that
effect.
affects your guys'
She's being shaped.
fucking shaders like that.
I mean,
So strange.
Wait, hold on. Did that
happen
trigger
to you?
automatically?
Yes.
Does it happen to me? I feel like I'm sort of the same.
Oh wait, Magpie.
No, you're
turned that
fine.
on.
So what is this? Is like a is this a shield?
Sort of in a way, but not in the way you're thinking. It is. How would you put it? Think.
A mental shield?
No. No, it's not a mental shield. It's actually intangibility. Think. Think going ghost. You're stepping onto the other. You're stepping to
Into
the
a
other
different-
side. That's
a
what
different
all
plane.
The mist is for. Yeah, you're not even quite. You're stepping into the border ethereal, which is where spooky ghosty shit happens or begins to happen.
So you're Limbo from Warframe. Kind of.
No, you're not in limbo.
I got it. Because Supper just got announced.
You're
Take
effectively
care.
stepping one
See you
foot
back here,
into.
Kish.
Yeah. Okay. Bye bye.
You're stepping 1 foot into into a parallel plane, which is the ethereal plane in this case. And you become like the things that are on the other side. You become intangible because you can no longer make contact with things, or basically people that are on the side of the material plane. Conversely, though, there are a couple things that can still affect you. Force attacks. So if she were fighting another Scion and tried to do that, yeah, they would fuck her up. Someone using like magic missile or some other arcane spell.
Like Magpie could throw her.
Yes. Yeah, she could still get thrown. What was the other one? Oh, and ghosts and other beings that are on the other side can still affect. It can still, like, physically grab you or touch you or attack you. So,
But can't you
it's
also,
very
like, touch the
useful in
mech?
certain situations.
Can't you also touch the mech though, or are they also intangible still?
No, you technically could. Yeah, you could attack them properly, but the amount of stress that this puts on Sakota to manage that, to manage to pull that off, is pretty intense. It usually leaves her temporarily not downed, but like she should probably be taking a knee after doing that.
Yeah.
More than like once. So
The Mars Valley is still technically
I think the
holiday
most time she's
season.
ever been able
They're
to
going to the
do it
beach,
during
and
any
I
sort
don't
of, like,
think
combat
Nix will show up
scenario
to the
is she did it
beach.
3 times, and by the third time she was like completely like winded and disoriented.
Welcome to the stream, Spicy. Thank you very much for the
And
follow. Hope you enjoy your stay.
It's very much it is a powerful no fuck you kind of tool. It's what makes her it's her defining skill as a tank. Because most people would see like, oh, you know, she can do the funny barrier and that keeps her protected, but as far as keeping others protected, because I haven't had her do any sort of like force field type shit. That is her that's her signature. That's what she does. That's how she keeps other people safe.
It's her paladin like big
'cause she's
cover
more-
shield thing.
Kind of, yeah. She is designed to be a utility tank, so she's kind of an off tank in a fight. she'll be there to kind of like, you know, to use MMO terms, she'll take aggro and manage, you know, some of the combatants, and keep them busy, while also trying to like kind of keep them off of whoever's behind her. But then when the big shit happens, she can do that, and that's kind of like her temporary like, you know, hey, you know, we're safe, we're safe, we're safe, and then it's, you know, it's over. That period, that grace period is up.
Okay, it's kind of cool.
And it's how I keep it balanced, because I don't want her getting crazy powerful for.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were telling me I should show you this, by the way. I can do this. I can go stealing your Riz.
Is this like a set distance, or is this?
Yes, it's a set distance that it pulls from.
Ah, okay. Is this just like, so what kind of ability is
Oh, my
this?
wrist isn't being stolen.
That is intended to be something akin to. Okay, so the concept that I have for ghosts, spirits, is that to manifest within the material plane, if they're not of a type of spirit, like say like Kitsune, who can just physically manifest in the flesh in the material plane without any sort of assistance. If they are not able to do that, they have to use the ethereal mists that exist within the ethereal plane. They have to basically wrap themselves up in that, and that keeps them sort of anchored
Physical,
in the material plane. Yeah, it's how they manifest, and they have to pull so much of that, and it takes time for them to gather that energy, basically. It's how I would explain, like, you know, like, say something like, what's that game?
Luigi's Mansion?
Not Luigi's Mansion, that's not what I was thinking. The fucking paranormal, ghost hunting game, I forget what it's called. Phasmophobia.
Phasmophobia. I never played it.
The ghosts in that game, they sort of, there are periods of activity and periods of rest.
Oh, okay.
During those periods of rest, they're on the other side, gathering that the mists and gathering that energy for themselves, and then they use that to then manifest temporarily and do things on the side of the material, whether it be like throwing something or grabbing someone or you know, cold breath, that kind of stuff, you know, suitably spooky things. What she is doing in the moment is, if she weakens a spirit enough and basically loosens their hold, she can then reach and take that and steal it, forcing them to return back to that resting state for a good while. She's just
okay.
ripping it all away from them.
Interesting.
It's the closest equivalent to a banishment that she could do as a scion on something. It's a very specific and very specialized. However, because she herself is part spirit, because of her friend in her head, she is empowered by that. So when she steals those mists, Iris is then able to turn that into power for them.
Huh. Interesting.
You get a funny arm.
With tattoos. Like how you did them, they're really nice.
Yeah, her marks. Yeah, here, we turn them all on.
Kind of gives you like Twilight Princess vibes as well from Zelda.
Kind of, yeah. These are more like loopy, sort of like circular shapes. Whereas I've actually been studying the markings from Twilight Princess because I've got a project that somebody wants me to work on where they want marks akin to the Twilight Princess one that are a bit more angular. But yeah, most of hers are like looping shapes and then like eye shapes. A lot of eye shapes. Actually,
that one kind of reminds you of an Unknown a little bit.
Kinda, yeah. I wanna see. if I can find the right model. There's one where she has the extra bits, but they're only viewable if you pull it up in a mirror.
Oh, I think I remember seeing it in your
only on
stream one
one.
time.
Yeah, here. Over to...
It's over here.
Here. I probably will make some adjustments to this down the line, but I would love for these to occasionally become visible as she continues to grow in strength. More of Iris becomes visible as she like absorbs more mists. But yeah, she's all spooky and shit on this side.
Are those like things chains or the eyes? So they look like chains.
They're eyes. They're like they're like ribbons. I have concept art that I use for Iris, where they are quite a lot like they're a creature that like as they like grow and like change, they sort of go through like different metamorphoses and take on different like shapes that are kind of different animal qualities. Like when they're the Quarry first come into existence, they're like these tiny little I would almost what are they called? It's a specific type of I don't even know if it's like a mollusk or what it is. I think they're called something angels or something. They're found out in the ocean in like really, really cold water. I'm trying to remember what they're called.
Are they blue?
Yeah, with like orangey bits. Like blue and whites with like orange bits, and I think they're mostly transparent.
I think I know. I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, they're weird little things. They've got weird fucking mouths that like exit their body and like grab onto like stuff. They're fucking terrifying, actually. They start out like that, these like little creatures, and then as they grow, like the ribbons grow longer, they gain more mass, and they kind of start to grow outwards, and they actually take on an appearance that's more akin to like a jellyfish.
I was gonna say they sound like something
sort of hanging
similar to a
behind them.
jellyfish.
And then they start to grow more limbs.
You're talking about
yeah.
Quarry?
Yes. The ribbons take on like more of a fan shape as they like move around the body and change positions. And they go from looking like a jellyfish to looking more, frankly, kind of like a turkey, because they start to get like a head. They start to elongate, and the ribbons start to flow behind them.
So when I saw that form that you showed me, it reminded me of a peacock.
Continue to get more legs, and they look more like, they actually kind of like a peacock, frankly. They look like a peacock for a while, and then they continue to grow more. They continue to grow more legs and longer, and they turn into something that's more akin to like a cross between, like a multi-armed worm, like a worm dragon type worm.
Oh, I was gonna say like worm, like huh?
The verb.
Something like that, or like a, I don't know. With their head, it's almost like a deer. I've got concept art. I know I have it somewhere on in my inspirations folder, but I don't remember how far back it is.
Are you at the God of Death from Princess Mononoke?
No.
The forest spirit? You know about this forest? It sounds very similar because the forest spirit had like a goat,
I've not
deer.
seen Princess Mononoke in quite some time.
If you look up if you look at the forest spirit, you'll probably be able to see it in its night form. It looks kind of similar. Now that you mention it, I can actually see the resemblance, or at least the image that's being painted in my head anyway.
Here, if you go to the Aegis server, go into all spam. It's in there.
What's it doing? This
I threw it in there. For
black
now,
out my
'cause there's
screen.
Not many good places because I don't want to pull up DMs.
I feel
I don't
like
remember what we were talking about last. Oh, actually, I know exactly what we were talking about last. Yeah, no, I don't want to look at DMs right now. Yeah, that is not.
No, guys, there's nothing sus. It's just, you know, admiration
Not
for.
sus, just. Not stuff I want to talk about on stream. But yeah, it's very much aberrant in nature is the design.
Spooky creature.
Oh, I see you mean by the angel stuff now. Yeah.
I thought for a moment you were describing something more like the Nowhere King from Centaur World.
Nowhere King.
Which is a horrifying.
The final form.
I don't actually know what that is.
It's very different from the image you sent, but I will send it because it's like fucking spooky.
Sea butterflies. Yeah, that's what those are called. Fucking, yeah, sea butterflies.
Yeah, this picture I'm seeing right now, it's it reminds me of there's a Pokemon that's like a sea dragon, or there's a sea dragon that looks like that as well.
Okay. Dragon. Yeah, kind of, yeah, sea dragons. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, the design. When she actually met Iris, they were already partially into their fully grown stage. They weren't quite a fully grown adult. Corey.
Also, what
they were
please just show me what
basically somewhere
the
between
Corey looks like.
the peacock phase and the final like multi-limbed phase. Probably only had like maybe 4 or 6 limbs in total when she met them.
Huh. Interesting stuff. I like the colors. The colors are very nice.
Yeah. Well, and then the idea therein also being that there are different colors and different shapes for the different quarry, because there's 2 different kinds of quarry. There are the noble quarry and the dusk quarry. She has a noble quarry, being that they are generally good aligned and they are quarry that look to shepherd good and pleasant dreams. And in the couch
thank you, Remudu.
Or from their union.
Thank you much. Appreciate the compliments.
They're generally
I want to get
more,
better though, and kind of.
As the name might imply, noble-hearted. They tend to be people who go out of their way to fight for others or to try to.
Which suits the tank aesthetic.
Basically, leave the. Yeah. They tend to be good aligned, lawful type people. Because they influence the quarry inevitably bleeds through as they merge.
Can you post the Nowhere King into the images, please?
then
I want to
the
look at it. So I'm probably going to forget about it.
more-
So put it in the images in my chat.
Frankly, like
Discord.
parasites, because it's like rather than
Yeah, they kind of look eerily like parasites.
Yeah, if you go by D&D's original designs, which I hate those things. They're fucking horrifying looking. I went with something a little more pleasing on the eyes. Duskori are similar in shapes and designs, but they tend to take a much more malignant appearance, and they generally shepherd nightmares. Not because they're necessarily evil, but it's more that they're. I have a whole fucking thing for the Great Dream. There are two twin gods that oversee the dream, 2 brothers, a god of dreams and a god of nightmares. You have Own and Woad. Own being the god of dreams and Woad being the god of nightmares. And at the end of the day, they are both basically trying to do the same thing, but they have very different views on how to achieve that thing. Own wants to help inspire and give hope to people. And in doing so, hopes that people will take those good dreams and those good ideas and their inspiration out into the material world. While Woad chooses to give
people harsh lessons so that way they understand.
So basically the carrot and the stick, yeah.
You know, yeah, it's very much a carrot and the stick. Woad would much rather see someone understand the harshness of reality, so that way it does not break them, because he would see them push to their limits and fully embrace their potential, rather than be, as he would describe it, being coddled by his brother.
Sounds like Woad's afflicting queen.
Quite frankly, probably. There's story stuff I would love to do with that kind of stuff, like long term, where it's like cosmological scale type bullshit. But
I want to do stuff like that as well. But
it would be like, yeah, it's stuff where it's like, you know, small groups of heroes kind of go off and like learn about something and try to tip the scales or something, or try to take something on to make a point. That's the kind of stuff I like to see, where it's like built up and you have characters who have relations to something.
Appreciate
kind
it.
of having the chance to band together and take something on, and to take on a perceived problem. Because the whole thing with the noble and the quarry, the noble and the dust quarry, is that unlike the two brothers who manage to maintain a certain amount of distance and at least a minimal amount of amicability between them, the Dusk and the Noble Quarry are kind of constantly at war with each other, constantly kind of fighting for control, because the idea is that in their capital, if you will, in their home, it is at a center point in the Great Dream, and thus is able to lend its influence to the rest of the dream. So whoever controls the seat of Dalcor, which is the name of their home, they are then able to spread that influence and basically enact the will of whichever brother they were born to. The idea then therein being this sort of reflects upon the state of the world. You know, if the world is in a state of darkness and chaos, the Dusk Quarry will have taken a bit more control and will have control over Dalcor and will be giving people nightmares that is suitable to the Dark Ages that they are currently in, and it is a thing that their control of it kind of ends up fulfilling Woad's desires, in that those nightmares give people harsh lessons that then prepare them or give them visions of things that will come. Stereotypical, like, you know, the hero has a moment, you know, a dark dream or something where they see
the Demon
something bad
King or
is
something
going
like
to
that,
happen, a warning. You know, the Demon King will come and attack, and
10,000 years, the Demon King will resurrect.
10,000 years of darkness. Yeah, you know, some shit like that.
Calamity Cannon.
But then, you know, in moments of great change within the universe and within the world, the, you know, conversely then, the Noble Quarry would find the means to take control, and you would have a hero who is, you know, in this dark and bleak world, and they are finding the means of hope and their inspiration to bring light back into the world, and, you know, having
things of those kind of things are balanced. It's always like kind of like a pendulum. If it's too much darkness, light.
Yeah,
it
swings
back and forth.
Yeah,
like a season.
And that's kind of what I would love to do with a quarry, like as like a whole, not just for like Sakoto, but like just as a grander scheme.
So who owns the throne at the moment?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Ah, okay. If Queen heard about this, she'd be like, "Oh, the Dusk ones clearly are ruling this at the moment for me."
They might be. They might be. Part of Sakota's story very much has to do with that
lore and what was happening there. If it wasn't relatively obvious for anybody who knows some of the dreams and visions that she has been granted by Iris, what Iris has shown her of their home, the place that she actually doesn't have a name for.
Huh.
Sakoto's just like, yeah, no, they just show me this place every so often, and it's very important to them, and they get really upset and really sad whenever they see it, but... Yeah. Wow.
We gotta get a team together and then go planescaping.
Mm-hmm.
I always
As a character, I would like to do that.
details
Queen in
about
character,
the-
no.
about like the whole like fucking planar system that's like makes it like similar to like an organism. Like how it functions, like everything works together.
Yeah, well, so that's kind of like when you look at storytelling, at least in the way that I like to do it, for world building and like cosmological scale type stuff. One of my major themes that I tend to harp on, like, and return to constantly is an idea of balance. There must always be good, there must always be evil, there must always be light, there must always be dark, there must always be justice, and there must always be chaos.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Even into the like shape of it all, like you have the the dense core where all of the things happen, and it's magic and power, and everything flows through. At the edges of the sphere, you have areas of basically just no energy. It's dead. And there is nothing but strange creatures that find the means to still subsist out there, but stuff moves very slowly, and they don't do that much in the long term, they do a lot in the long term, but in the day-to-day, they are monolithic beings that, subsist purely because they just do. It's fucking eldritch fucking bullshit at that point.
Eldritch monstrosities.
Yeah.
Man, talking about Eldritch stuff makes me wish that Curse Bearers would hurry up and come out. There's a roleplay.
The new adventure, or
so Curse Bearers is
like I've heard of
a
those.
roleplay that is being developed by Falcona, Doc Kelso, as well as Foot Knight, and
Wait,
it's
Falcona?
I think it's Falcona.
Holy shit, I haven't heard from Falcona in ages.
I think she's assisting, but it's basically primarily Foot Knight's idea. And basically it's a kind of 18th century America of like witches and like superstition, stuff like that. Where there's basically loads of... It's kind of like Bloodborne, but essentially it'll be centered around this city called Pearl Harbor. Pale, not Pearl. Pale Harbor. And my character is a...
Pearl Harbor!
My character is a prostitute who gives people mental clarity. And she's a astrologist. Okay, so basically...
Sorry, I can't think of anything else.
No, you're fine. So, well, that's kind of what happens. Okay, so... There's something called insight.
People ask what she is. She says she's a horologist.
Horologist, yeah.
Oh my god.
She's into astrology because of her father, and she's also a tailor. But essentially, there's something called insight. Where if you accumulate it, you need to relieve it through either going to the tavern and you have a chance of getting it back, or you can come to the noble abode, as it's called, and basically, given that mental clarity, it guarantees to remove that insight, but it's like 3 to 10 gold pieces, which is equivalent to, each gold piece is equivalent to $100. So my goal is very well off.
So it's like a
God
mixture of
damn.
of Bloodborne's insight system and
Yeah, essentially, the more insight you have,
Dungeon.
though, because there's going to be like a shade on your head that
Well, I
allows
think
you
a
to
lot of
see
that
certain
tech's, like,
things.
Inspired by Call of Cthulhu, I think.
Yeah, the Call
is
of
a lot of what
Cthulhu, yeah.
that's inspired by.
There's a lot of Eldritch
the
stuff.
sanity
I
system
want
from
to
that. Neko has told me so much fucking shit about it. It actually sounds kind of cool, but also terrifying to deal with. It's very easy for you to do like one wrong thing and suddenly your character, you literally lose control of your character because once they reach a certain amount of insanity, the DM takes control and just starts doing shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've seen a lot of fun stories online, which may or may not be true, of games with that. Like one person who made a clown that just could not die. It ended up.
Nice.
It just ended up killing the big bads in the cult that they were investigating by jumping at them with a hand grenade.
Essentially, if you reach like I think it's
like their final joke.
5 insights, your character loses himself mentally, and so your character becomes a DM tool. You no longer play it. You can make another character as a PC, but you will not be able to play the character fully. And I think it's kind of interesting. But yeah,
I think Neko was at one point in time wanting to run a closed role play that was partially inspired by Call of Cthulhu or had elements of it. And one of the things was they had a bunch of not necessarily classes but races, because everyone is technically human, but there are like different flavors of human.
Oh, like different astral
one
plane
of them
kind of
is-
humans things.
Not necessarily. Some of them were just straight up, you are undead, you're a zombie, you're someone who has been brought back, because it's supposed to be like a post-apocalyptic kind of deal.
I see. Okay.
And I remember one of the ones he said was that like, one of the ones, and I obviously took interest because I've typecast myself at this point, but one of them is effectively the psionic class.
Psionic liker.
Yeah.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with psionics. Psionics is, it's something different.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a psionic, so.
In a place where there's enough,
Yeah.
lots of magic, psionics is a nice kind of breath of fresh air, if I'm honest.
It's got a different feel
really
to it.
It's really funny how the Meatrack has just become the place where all psionics just end up going.
Well, so that's one of the things is people keep getting fucking funneled towards Sokoto so frequently. It's weird and also terrifying because so frequently I will find someone who is like, "Oh yeah, my friend here, they're psionic. Do you think you could teach them?" And she's just like,
I'm still learning myself. Yeah.
I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'll try my best to share with you what I have learned. Because like the only other like major example of a scion that people can go to for like tutelage or like any sort of guidance is Fable, and Fable's pretty out there. Frankly, I don't know that Fable's really good at explaining stuff. Like, he explains stuff in wild fucking terms, where Sokoto tries to keep it simple because that's all she understands. She doesn't understand the minutia of like, oh yes, the magic and the psionics, mixing and matching and curses and not curses.
In these end
She is
times.
just, I focus on an idea. If I find the right idea, I might be able to manifest a power. And if I practice doing that over and over again, it becomes much easier. And over time, when you wear yourself down, take breaks, make sure you're hydrated, go eat some fucking dark chocolate, because that'll help with the headaches a little bit. Don't go drinking alcohol. Don't go doing the drugs.
When you said dark chocolate, it reminded me of the scene from Prison of Azkaban from Harry Potter, where Lupin just gives Harry chocolate all the time. And to me, I was a bit like, why specifically chocolate?
It's so dark chocolate specifically has a chemical in it that induces certain other like chemicals and proteins in the brain that I believe help with pain or something like that. I forget the details of it. So harder to find
After,
oh, is it harder to
after
find Fable? I guess, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it
I
could
imagine
also
a lot of
spawn
people.
Alias.
I imagine a lot
No.
of people also, like, at this point,
That's what
probably
happened to Scott.
associate him more with magic rather than psionics, because he runs the Wicarium, which is a magic shop. So
Kind
you-
of. People are also saying that it's generally harder to get a hold of Fable,
that's
whereas
he's a busy
Sokoto
man.
can. Yeah, Sokoto is more easy to
Come
find
down
'cause
to your local meat rack and
Oh,
meet
excuse me,
Sokoto.
hiccups. Yeah, you can usually find her at Aegis or at the Meatrack, and she's relatively easy to get a hold of because she's not constantly going out and doing stuff and getting herself fucking blown up or some shit. She'll get herself injured and but most of her injuries are like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to use psionics for a week or so, or hey, you know, I've got some cuts and bruises and I'm gonna be, you know, hurt for a couple weeks. I might be a little slow, or you know, might not be able to do as much like physical activity. Whereas every time I see Fable, boy is either like missing a limb, he's been blown up, or he's got some other weird curse shit going on with him, and it's like he's in such a state that he can't really reliably teach all that well.
Understandable. EP. Have you? Did you sleep?
I need to start thinking.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
That being said, it is almost 8 p.m.
Mm.
We've been sitting here for 4 hours.
Well, we haven't been sat here for 4 hours. We sat here for an hour.
No.
Because we got the
Yeah,
lobby
we sat
about
here
past.
We've been sitting here for a little less than 2 hours since the Meatrack closed, which we also stayed for a little bit after. So we've been probably sitting here for about
True.
True. We've stayed here for nearly 4 Toronto sword conversations.
I'm gonna do the Suika game and then get off. The fruit Tetris. What?
Kill me, I swear to God.
You don't-
What Negative decided to reference just now. But also, have fun with Suika game. I think I might go play some Fine Bolt Bambi.
Final Fantasy. Yeah, I'll be doing the same in a bit. but
Yeah.
It's kind of become like a closing ritual for my streams that I do like 2 or 3 games as the fruit Tetris.
Suika.
Suika. Yeah, it was nice. It was fun and nice having a conversation with you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you for the role play. And I will,
Thank you for arriving for the roleplay.
yeah, I wish I came sooner, but I was in bed eating. Didn't eat too well.
All good. All good.
Bye bye. I'm heading off.
Bye bye.
Yeah, not many people are lining up for Malleus, if I'm honest with you. I was gonna say, where's the music? I like how you guys consider this to be like the closing ritual. I would have thought you guys would have got sick and tired of me playing this game. Squish fruit together to make bigger fruit. Hell yeah. It is a nice chill time. I'm not sure guys have noticed, but this is the body for this model. Is also the one for Nyx. So I probably need to use the scar. Hey, Lucky. How you doing? Mm-hmm. 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 Shit. No. Mm-hmm. The touching. What do you mean? Okay, never mind. Those are also touching. What the fuck do you mean? Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Mm. I'll be honest with you, RNG's kind of messing with me a little bit here. Never mind. What, how is how is this working out, huh? Until that happened. No. Okay. Okay, thank you. Are you gonna fuck me over with that? But you didn't, thankfully. I'll be honest with you, this is kind of getting a bit too well. Yeah, like I said, going a bit too well. Yeah, what the frick is going on? Why is this going so well? Back too soon? Shit. Okay, wise guy. No. Oh. So much empty space that's not being used. Oh. Melon. Ooh. No, go this way, please. Thank you. Self-reminder for you? What do you mean self-reminder? Also, every time you say this is going well, it goes bad and it fixes itself. Melon, big melon, the eternal melon, yes. The eternal melon that would never perish. Had a feeling that would happen. Didn't have a feeling that would happen though. Why? Out of all the things you could have, done, why that one? It's going to go wrong. Okay, that's going wrong. I had a feeling that would happen. Oh my goodness. How am I doing this? With great difficulty. What the fuck? What is going on? Why is this actually working out somewhat? No, don't get away. Is that my score? Holy moly. No, that is not what I want to do. Never mind. What the fuck is going on? Why are things magically fixing itself? If I'm be honest with you, I don't think this one's going to work out. No, we're reaching the end of this. Of this session, guys. Woo. Well, this is the highest score we've seen so far. This is like that's pretty high. Addiction pays off. You would never hear me say that. Addiction is not good, guys. Remember, kids, don't do drugs. Stay in school and don't do drugs. No. That's where it all goes wrong because of that. Yeah, that's where it's all going wrong. Trying to salvage this is not easy. No, go the other way. The other way. There, okay, there we go. That's pretty solid. That's not so solid. Never mind. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's also fine. This is where it gets a bit more difficult because I'm actually having to condense all of this stuff down here. So like this, like that. No, okay. Wow, what's going on? This is actually going surprising. Could have been a better spot, but beggars cannot be choosers, I guess. Oh. Never mind. Can I do this? Can I get away with doing that? If I'm honest, that didn't seem like a good idea. No, it was not a good idea. Oh no, stop. Hmm. 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 Anyway, it says not gonna. Oh, it's literally touching. What do you mean? Oh my god, this is. What's going on? Getting some incredible RNG right now. What is this RNG, man? What? This is some crazy levels of RNG. What? Kind of think I could have preferred on the other side, but oh well. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, that is not good. Okay, that actually didn't turn out too bad. Can't do anything there. Okay. That's not, I didn't think that was going to work, but hey. Didn't really have much option. Now here's a problem here, because I need these essentially to merge, and I don't think they're ever going to merge. Especially when something like that happens. Okay. Whew. Yeah, this is my 30-minute long. Okay, so yeah. Take someone to get a screenshot of this and send this to NS. And you keep this as a record. Cause yeah. Yeah, the RNG was really good there. maybe I'm just like, I opened up my fucking third eye and I was like, I can see it. I see the patterns. They're formulating in my mind. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Sadly, there's no D&D tonight. I know, but we will have it hopefully next week. I might, big emphasis on the might, we're playing Signalis tomorrow. And I might stream it a bit later, we'll have to see, because I kind of need to cool down because I've got work tomorrow. I need to have a shower and everything else, and food and stuff like that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the stream. Appreciate you all stopping by to watch and giving me your time. If you like what you saw today, please consider giving me a follow. It helps the channel, but most importantly, you know when to go live again next. In the chat, thank you very much to Arcane Wing. There's a link to our Discord. You can join our wonderful community where they talk about any other roleplays I partake in, Gang RP, Vix Inn, soon to be Wardens, as well as Eden Lost in the future. Curse Bears is also on the horizon as well. I think there's a few map stuff that was happened, so that's also going to be picking up as well. But I'm swamped with model work. I should really be focused on models than anything else. If you want to post anything in the channels, be sure to put it in the respective channel. There's a channel for images, memes, videos, music, clips, artwork, all that stuff. Make sure to put it in the proper channel. If the appropriate channel doesn't exist, we have a feedback channel. You want to see something added, changed upon, improved upon in the stream, or even a suggestion for a new channel, be sure to post it there and I'll try my best to incorporate it into the stream service. Eden is... Oh, yeah, it's actually in a less than it's actually in like a month. It's actually in 5 to 6 weeks. Oh shit! I really need to be focused on model work then, because that could take me some time. Fuck. Yeah, sorry, my mind is in places now. We have a link to Twitter. It's non-safe for work, so please don't mind us. Be also be notified when I go live as well. But that's it for me today, everyone. I will hopefully see you guys either a little bit later. Doubtful, but I want to say there's a potential for it. You'll see me tomorrow for Signalis. And then you'll see me Tuesday for gang stuff. Take care, everyone. Much love. Appreciate you all. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.